Thank you so much. This is a special moment in the country. We have a political situation that it's very, very hard for us, especially for the environmental sector, because today we received some of the new proposals of some congressmen, and we are really worried about that. I think we need to be really alert about this. Okay, thank you for the invitation to have this opportunity to talk with you. And I'm going to share with you some ideas. And one of the key phrases that we listened the last weeks, it's without science it's not future. And I believe in that, and all of us, of course, but it's not enough. I think that it's really important, and we need to be sure that we have all the technology that is possible, but like Manuel says today and the other days, what is the key technology for us, for the Peru, for Amazonian, for the people that we have? And we have, if we are talking about the decision levels, we have 3 levels that I want to share with you some ideas. One is the technology and the information that we can use for public policy. And we are going to share some ideas about the forest zoning, for example. The second level is the management of the land management. And we are going to share some ideas about Operation Mercury, that it's one of the most important decisions that we take in the government to stop illegal mining in Peru and recover the forest, but especially help the people, the local people, the small producers, the native communities that are fighting with this problem for a long, long time. And the third level is how can we use technology, for example, to increase the sustainable production. And traceability is one of the key elements in this topic. For example, in the level of forest zoning, we have a lot of different kind of information. And the government is trying to use technology to create some database, some systems, and share the information. Interoperability is one of the key elements, because it's not easy to have information, to have access to the technology, for example, for a local government. And for that reason, it's really important that if one entity in the government has the opportunity to have information, that information needs to be open. And all the other parts in the government or the civil society, the native communities, the local, or the regional or national level of the government can use that information. We need to open the information. And if we have that kind of information, and it's good information, we are going to have a better opportunity to develop good policies, public policy. But information is not enough. We need to go to the field and talk with the people and validate that information. And this is one of the key elements that sometimes we don't have the resources, or not all the people believe that it's important to go to the field, or we don't have the idea, the possibilities, different things. And for that reason, for example, one of the challenge that we have in the forestry sector, it's when we define the permanent production forest, we take the decision over big part of the land, but then we discover that there are people, communities, users, and it's some complex decision after that process. And for that reason, it's really important to have the opportunity to take the information, to receive the information, to use technology, but it's really important to validate. If we go to the other level, we are going to have an example like Operation Mercury, and we have technical information. And I want to say, use this opportunity to say thank you for ACCA that helped us a lot with the information during long time with the alerts that Matt mentioned today. And I think it's really important that we can use that information. But in this case, it's information, it's really important, but it's not enough too. For example, we have the information of the land, like the presentation of FENAMAT, no? We have the information of the deforestation and the increase of that. This is ACCA information, for example. We try to go the land and identify different places with that information, and decided to make an operation with the police and the local government and the regional government. We work with the people, and then goes to the field. With all that information, we can plan an action. And it's difficult, it's not easy. And we are trying to work together with the Fiscalia, with different organizations of the civil societies, and there's a lot of different problems, but the use of the information, the use of the technology help us a lot, but it's not enough. We need to work, for example, in the governance. It's really important to work together in the different levels of the government, share information, make good plans, but work together. And the other level is, for example, one level that I think we are not using enough the technology that it's possible. It's in the sustainable production. One of the problems that we have in the country is that we have a lot of important agricultors, producers, but we have a challenge. The actors involved in deforestation are really a lot, but in a small scale. Normally, we define that it's less than 5 hectares that they have, and they deforested a little here, other little here, and there's a lot in the country. We have the vision of have a Peruvian tropical agriculture and forest management different. We have the opportunity to make a transformation of the model that we have in the production, but we need to change the vision that we have in the traditional agriculture. And for that, key aspect is interchange information and knowledge of different technologies. The example that FENAMAT mentioned, it's really important, but we need to develop capacities. In that case, people develop capacities for the control of the land, but we need to develop capacities for the management for the production. And it's really important that we work, for example, for the traceability of the chain of palm oil, cocoa, coffee. And I think that it's a huge opportunity that we have. We have the commitment of the subnational level of the government. Well, we have from the past, I don't know in this moment, but we have some months ago the government's commitment, the national government's commitment to work in a free deforestation strategy. Today, it's really important that we work together and we improve the jurisdictional sustainability initiative that we have. The Coalición por una Producción Sostenible is an initiative that we was developing in the country, working with the different regions. And for all of this, I think, for example, that MINAM developed a green protocol and financial ecosystem. Manuel begins that when was the minister, then continued this effort, and recently there's a new edition of this green protocol, and I think it's a good thing. But it's not enough. We need to, and I'm agree with Manuel and the proposal of ACCA, I think we need to discuss about what is the future for our forest and what are the key technology that we need to work on that. Thank you so much.